she like massaged my back, and I felt much better, you know? Like, yeah, you know, I'm gonna go back there later, yeah, for a pulled groin. And you know, Kamala Harris's race has been kind of, whatever. You know, maybe like controversial, right? Like, is she Indian or is she black, you know? And the fact is that her mom is Indian, right? And her dad is black, you know? And I know, like, the media wants us just to focus on the black half, but I'll tell you what, the second she becomes president, all the 7-Elevens are going to be about free Slurpees. Now, what do you call a guy who make a business suit real fast? Taylor Swift. It's weird how language changes over time, right? Like nowadays, if a guy came up to me and told me he was gonna blow my brains out, I wouldn't know whether to run away or pull my pants down. Yeah, I think going around with like you're a lady and you're alone in the woods, would you rather run into a strange man or a bear? And a lot of women are choosing bear, right? I think it's just ignorance of bear knowledge. Because I ran into a bear alone in the woods once. Man, he fucked the shit out of me. You know, a lot of important things were invented in China, right? Like paper, compass, gunpowder. One thing definitely not invented in China, though. Driving. And you know what we call someone who's mixed like black and Asian? You call them Malaysian, right? And someone who's mixed Mexican and Asian, you either call them Mexicans or Asians, right? You know what we call a guy who's mixed white and Asian? Asshole. Yeah, I was talking to a Persian guy the other day. I was like, you're Persian? From Persia? He was like, yeah, where are you from? The Han Dynasty? Hey, you guys ever been to a Korean barbecue restaurant? Yeah, it's kind of cool, right? It's kind of unique that you have to pay to cook your own meat, right? And if you pay a little extra, you can wash your own dishes and take out the trash. Yeah, I was in the United States Army, 1st Cavalry Division, Fort Hood. It was cool, you know. It's weird being the only Asian person, though. And, you know, every day people were just looking at me like, are we supposed to shoot this guy? And you know, the NFL has one Asian player, and he's a kicker. Well, could you not find a more racist position for this guy? And were you going to make him go up barefoot in a karate uniform? Yeah, most people don't know this about me, but I lost like 200 pounds last year. Yeah, I got divorced. And you know, the national dog of Korea is called a Chindoku. It looks kind of like a husky, right? But it's blonde, and it has a curly tail, and it tastes like ham. And I think Shaquille O'Neal is like the happiest man on earth, right? He's like always so jolly, like everyone just loves him, right? I think it's because he's never been bullied before. Yeah, how are you gonna mess with someone who's so tall that his crotch is in your face, right? It's like, hey Shaquille, give me your fucking lunch money. Never mind. And you know, whenever I'm having sex, I never last as long as I'd like to, you know? I'm always like, come on, penis, hang in there. It's always like, nah, screw this. Yeah, I've had sex with all different types of women, you know, white, black, Asian, Hispanic. You know, in my opinion, Asian women give the best blowjobs. Yeah. If any of you ladies like to prove me wrong, you can meet me in the bathroom after my set. I used to love going fishing, you know, when I was a little kid. That's just because when I was a kid, I used to actually catch fish. Yeah, I've been fishing for like the last 20 years. I've been caught shit. Nowadays, I'm just standing in the sun with a fishing pole getting skin cancer. Yeah, dude walk by, he's like, catch anything? Yeah, melanoma. Yeah, speaking of which, one of my buddies is a white dude, you know. He's like super duper white. Yeah, he's like part albino or something. And this guy, he's so white when he comes to my house, all my plants are growing in his direction. Yeah, you know, when you go to a Korean person's house, you have to take off your shoes, you know. It's not tradition or anything. You just want to make sure you're not stealing their chopsticks. And you know, they say elephant never forgets. And it isn't until it's their turn to take out the fucking trash. Alright, okay, yeah, you know, they say Disneyland's the happiest place on earth, right? That's just if you're a little kid, you know? Yeah, if you're a grown man, I'd say the happiest place on earth is South Figueroa Street. And you know, they say California is now #1 in road rage in the entire nation. And finally, all my hard work is paying off. Hey, you guys ever play doctor when you were a kid? It's fun, right? You know, when I was in kindergarten, I was playing doctor with one of my classmates. It was all fun until she started playing proctologist. Yeah, you know, there's these billboards around Hollywood about this blind mountain climber that climbed to the top of Mount Everest. It's pretty inspiring, right? But then I was thinking, well, how does he know he was on the top of Mount Everest? You know, for all he knows, he could have just been on top of Mount Whitney, just like right over there. And I was thinking, well, actually, that's a pretty good business idea. Getting paid to take blind mountain climbers up to the top of Mount Everest. You know, we do, Koreans, we celebrate Thanksgiving, right, just like everyone else. It's called, for us, it's called Chuseok, right? And the only difference is that we celebrate with our dead relatives, right? Like, what we'll do is we'll set a place for them, you know, and we'll put their pictures up. Like, for us, it's my 2 grandparents and my aunt that passed away. And then throughout the meal, we'll, like, take a scoop of food, you know, from their plates and, like, put it in this bowl. And same with liquor, too, right? We'll get this soju, and then, like, swish it around this incense, and we'll put it in this bowl, right? It's kind of like if they're there eating and drinking with us. And it's kind of like that whole, you know, when you pour beer onto the curb, you know, for your dead homies. We do with food, right? And we also use their favorite food, you know. My grandmother, her favorite food was like this type of fish, like a red snapper. And so we always put that in front of her picture. And then my aunt, her favorite food was like this pork belly, right? It's like this big slab of bacon, you know, we put that in front of her picture. Now for my grandfather, for him, like we'll put my grandmother's picture like under his, kind of like this, you know? Because for him, his favorite thing to eat was my grandmother's pussy. Thank you.
That's what he wants.